Hey guys, welcome. I am Blossom. So this is the first episode of me reviewing the Twinning Out series on Snapchat. It is so good. It's like, what, 5 or 6 minutes long? How this is going to work is that every single episode that they put out, we're going to review it right here. I'm going to be playing some clips. I'm going to be commenting on it. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so the first scene, girl, before I even play the clip, it's going to be of Gabi and Colin, you know. It's like they start with this staged kiss, and Gabi really starts to talk about how she was taking pregnancy tests and she hasn't been getting her period. The moral of this scene is to really talk about how Gabi, she's just been feeling stressed, you know. She's been working a lot. She's been working on her perfume, her music, and she even goes to say she's been dealing with a lot of hate. Take a listen.
So I just took another pregnancy test and it was negative. I don't know what's going on.
How many tests have you taken so far? Like 2, 3?
And that was the second one this month.
The last couple of them have been negative.
It's really stressful because I want to be a mom. Unfortunately, last month I realized I had a chemical pregnancy and it was super upsetting because it didn't work out. Niki and Gabi channel has been stressing me out.
You've been working
for 3 months
Niki and Gabi, and then every time you come home, you're working, you're editing vlogs.
Music, perfume, dealing with hate. Actually, that makes sense why I wouldn't have a period. Like, I feel like when it's meant to be, it'll like be easy.
It'll be.
Yeah, you heard that correctly. I'm actually going to leave it on the screen right here. So basically what it is, it's like an early miscarriage. So basically a doctor can do a blood test and tell you that, you know, you're pregnant, or you took a home test and it tells you that you're pregnant, but you're really not, or, you know, just an early miscarriage. Now we go into the next scene with Niki and Alex, which is their older sister. And Niki basically talks about how she's just kind of fed up how Gabi's always talking about like just petty stuff, petty drama. Niki talks about how she really just wants to go for her music career, but then Alex mentions that every single time Niki tries to go for her music career, she ends up, you know, turning right back around to her comfort zone, which is with Gabi. Take a listen.
Gabi is just like so hung up on like the wrong things all the time. It's just like petty drama all the time. And for example, she filmed a video in my apartment without me knowing. You know that trend where it's like hiding in my sibling's apartment for 24 hours? Yeah. I never film or invite guests into my bedroom or that bathroom. That is off limits.
She went in the bedroom?
No, that's where she filmed the whole video. You know what I say when cars drive by like that? I say small dick.
You have a small dick.
Wait, I always say that.
Okay, sorry.
If the roles were reversed, if I did that to Gabi's house, she wouldn't let me live it down. She'd probably villainize me online.
It's probably like every little thing like to build up.
But me continuing to stay is making her feel so comfy, which is why I'm trying to draw my line. I've been going to LA. I've been
branching out.
Making small dick.
Small dick. Anyway.
And I feel like she needs to like not rely on me.
But you do this thing where you're like, I want to be empowered. I want to do this. I want to go off on my own. But then you like go back to like the things that shackle you.
That is my bread and butter. You think I can do music without that channel? We're both financially tied to each other.
What's more important, your freedom or
my music?
Yes, I love that little saying. Like that was actually my favorite part of this episode. It was hilarious. But yeah, it's kind of upsetting to see that the sisters are still not like on the same page with certain things. You would have think that they, after this whole of what happened last year, that they would stop like the pettiness, the little fights and things of that nature. But now we go on to the next scene. And the next scene is of Niki and Nate. They're in the kitchen, they're in their filming house, and they start talking about how, I guess Gabi, she did this like hiding in my sister's closet, some type of challenge. I saw the challenge, and Niki was getting hate because a lot of subscribers were commenting on how horrible Niki's room looks and all of that jazz. But take a listen.
I saw that she posted the video from the closet, but I haven't watched it yet.
There were so many hate comments, Nate. Like, there were so many people going out of their way saying, you're a slob, you must be very depressed to live that way. Oh, she has random piles of stuff everywhere on the floor. Like, that's kind of gross.
The thing is, I feel like people know, obviously you're really busy, and we don't often use that space for filming because we have this place.
This is the thing, though.
People know you're busy. I
wouldn't care if I got that hate, but on my terms. I didn't post that. I feel like my sister kind of exploited like my lifestyle. There's a reason I don't show that on my channel. Just frustrating, the double standards here.
Here's my thing though, guys. if I felt this way, mind you, I'm a twin myself. And so if I felt this way, I just tell my sister, take the fucking video down, bitch. Take that down. Okay, that's what I would just tell my sister, right? So to me, this is either just played up for the camera, for the reality show, and that's fine. You know, it's a great storyline. Or it's just like, because is this really bothering Niki? I'm kind of thinking, now that I'm talking about it, I think this is more probably just played up for the Snapchat storyline. But if it's not, I don't get why Niki wouldn't just tell Gabi to take the video down. I mean, I get there's money involved, but I mean, just she can make another video of something else that's not going to offend or hurt Niki emotionally or mentally.
We've just been waiting for you. You were literally an hour late. I'm sorry I was an hour late, but I just want to let you know, like, the video that was posted last night wasn't intentional, like, to hurt you or anything. Like, you just had no issue with it when we were all laying in my living room on Saturday watching the video.
That's not fair.
And then when you saw all the Karens being like, you live in a messy apartment, you've been ready to attack me. You're taking it out on the wrong person. I'm not mad at the hate. I'm hurt that you didn't see that there was anything wrong with it. Because if I photoshopped you on the toilet on my thumbnail and filmed your messy house, you would cancel me online. It's just bullshit. I'm too nice. No, there's been multiple times where there's multiple times where you've involved your fans and vented online and made me look like this evil sister. Listen, I don't want to get into this. I already had a really bad morning. Like, I just don't want to talk about this right now.
So I thought this part was interesting because I didn't know that Niki watched it with Gabi, that whole entire video, and they were laughing, but I guess it wasn't until fans started commenting on Niki's room and how everything looked, and then Niki started to be bothered. So the question still remains, how come Niki just didn't off the bat ask Gabi to take it down? But then they start to talk about Gabi's miscarriage. Take a listen.
This is a creative meeting. I already added all your notes to the YouTube editor. Oh, and then I took a pregnancy test because I still haven't gotten my period, and it's negative. Wait, you thought you were pregnant? Well, I was. It was a chemical pregnancy. It didn't work.
What the hell does that mean?
It just like doesn't like you form a child but doesn't survive, doesn't latch onto like your uterus wall. Like it's technically an early miscarriage because I had positive pregnancy tests and then they started getting faint, and now they're all negative. Wait, would that be a weight lifted off or you wanted? I'm not trying like intentionally, but like obviously Colin and I aren't being safe for a reason. So you're trying.
You are trying.
I'm not trying to track my ovulation. I'm just enjoying my boyfriend. We love each other and we're not being safe.
So the terminology chemical pregnancy is being used again, and I want to remind everyone, just in case anyone forgot, that Gabi did post a video on her YouTube channel how she did go through a miscarriage, but I know she was receiving hate from the left, from the middle, from the right. She was receiving so much hate. I remember because then, like, I kid you not, when I looked on her channel again, the video was down. And then I saw a lot of hate videos. I saw a lot of, oh my gosh, if Gabi was really pregnant, she would have been drinking here and there and there. I saw like, oh my gosh, her stomach is big. Did she make her stomach big for, the video? Like, how is that even possible? Like, a lot of people were just calling Gabi a liar. So I have a feeling that had a lot to do with why the video is no longer up on her channel. So then this episode ends where they're just basically fighting because you can tell, because Niki asked Gabi, wait, so were you wanting to be pregnant? And Gabi goes, no, but we're not using protection, basically. And so I think Gabi wants to be pregnant, but I think this conversation was kind of hard for her to have, probably one on camera, but two on camera with Niki and Nate in the room saying, hey, actually, I do want to be pregnant. I do want these things because, Gabi currently is engaged, going to be married to Colin, pretty soon anyways. So I think, and they just bought a new home. So I think, she's on the track. This is what she wants to do. So I found it interesting in a way that Niki's like, wait, what? You're wanting to do what? And I think that's all because Niki, she's on her own journey. She wants to do music and she just doesn't see that in the cards for her right now, right? At least that's what it appears to be in this episode. So just take a listen to the end of this episode.
So how do you realistically think that would go? What? Like if you genuinely got pregnant, like what do you see your future going like? Do you think you're ready? like seriously ready. I'm not trying. I feel like I always have to prove myself with you. You like talk down to me. I feel like I take on this mom role, and you know what?
You don't have to.
I had no idea you even thought you were pregnant or had a chemical pregnancy. I'm shook right now.
Because of this, like, I knew how you would react.
No, don't be scared of me. It's your life.
Alex knew. I could tell Alex, but something in me was like, I can't tell Niki.
You know why? Because we're financially reliant on each other, and that's up.
Think about that, the weight, the pressure that carries. What pressure?
Say, like, I do want to get signed to a label. Say I want to move to LA. I don't want to leave you with a child to venge and figure out what the hell to do.
Oh my God, you're literally talking down to me. You don't have to worry about me. I literally can be so fine without you financially one day. I'm not always gonna need the Niki and Gabi channel. I can't do this conversation anymore. This is just toxic.
Like, I'm just being honest.
You're acting very toxic. You know what? You could end up being bigger and better one day, but I'm gonna have a family. I'll be happy.
I never told you not
I'll be happy.
I never told you not to.
That was a good episode, guys. I honestly wanted more. I'm like, no, is that it? So I cannot wait for the second episode of Twinning Out. Make sure you watch this. Okay, guys, I'm definitely not sponsored out here in these streets by Niki or Gabi, but I really loved it, and I'm just like, okay, I would definitely want to watch more. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. As soon as a second episode is up, your girl will make a second episode, a review. So this is Twinning Out review episode 1. Look forward to episode 2. I can't wait to watch. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment below what you think of this series so far, and I will see you soon. Bye.